Yo, what's going on guys, welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Now in today's video I'm going to be showing you exactly how you can get out of that 200 view jail. I know exactly how frustrating it is, but don't worry, these tips within this video are going to help you get straight out of there and you're going to be thriving on TikTok. If you guys can go ahead and drop a like and subscribe to the channel with post notifications on, that would be highly appreciated. With that being said, let's get straight into the video. So guys, one thing I thought I'd really quickly mention to you is everything that I use within this video is going to be linked in my free Discord community, linked in description. So as you can see on screen right now, I have a free guide section, and in all of these channels here, you're going to find things that I've used that I can recommend to you guys to increase the chances of your videos going viral. So I'll explain these throughout the video, and you can go along with the video and then also apply these assets. There's going to be Google Drive links where you can download stuff that's going to help your videos do a lot better. In addition to this, I also have a premium Discord where people are going viral and earning absolutely thousands per month. I'll throw a few examples off screen of people that are making a lot of money. So if that's something you want to do, I cannot recommend it anymore, and it is cheaper than every other one. So go ahead and check that out, link in description. Now guys, I'm going through 3 different tips throughout this video, and what I can recommend is the last one is the absolute best and most important, so make sure you watch the whole video all the way through. Okay, so the first and probably one of the most important tips that you may not even properly thought about as to why your videos are getting stuck at 200 or even under that is what niche are you actually posting. Now one main reason a lot of people can get stuck around that 200 view mark or not even be able to surpass 1,000 views on any video they post on your page is because of the niche you're in. A lot of the times they're in a very oversaturated niches. Now a few examples of this are going to be those Reddit stories, those motivational videos, and clips of streamers that just have so many other people on TikTok reposting their clips. For example, Kai Cenat, those types of people. If you're making these posts, then it's not very surprising that your videos only have 200 views because the competition is so large. Everyone is doing it and it's just difficult to get views that way. So what I'm going to quickly recommend to you guys is go ahead and check out one of my videos linked in the description where I showed off the 5 best niches to be posting on TikTok. These niches are going to make you the most likely to go viral. You're going to see insane numbers, and with insane views comes good money. Now one thing you need to realize with TikTok is you need to be their friend. You need to help TikTok push your content out. If you're not helping them by giving the right information to them to push your content out to the right target audience, then you are going to struggle getting views. Now how can you do this? Well, firstly, hashtags are actually quite important. A lot of people think you can just do whatever you want. You really can't. Firstly, only use a minimal amount of hashtags. Only use 3 to 4 hashtags. I definitely do not recommend people using like 10 different hashtags, and I'll tell you exactly why. So firstly, if you're using hashtags that are very different to each other, then it's going to be very hard for TikTok to find your target audience. Therefore, what I recommend doing is going over to people in your niche who've got very successful videos and using 2 to 3 hashtags off a video that's done very well for them. Using that yourself, as it's going to be very specific to your niche. You'll hit the right target audience and then just add hashtag for you page after that, and there you will have the best 3 to 4 sort of hashtags for your niche. Now next is the caption. Try and use very consistent captions on your videos. So say for example you're doing quiz videos, try and use the same caption every single time. For example, comment what score you got out of 10 and use that on every single video. You want to give good consistency so people know when this video comes on their For You page, that is from your account. It will help build a bit of loyalty to your page, and people are more likely to follow if your videos are recurring on their For You page a lot, and through this you're going to get more views because you're getting more engagement. Now another secret tip that I've not seen many people mention at all, actually it's quite unknown, is basically, I'm going to show you how I do it on screen here, is when you have a video with captions in, what you want to go ahead and do is add TikTok's auto captions in and then hide them off the screen. Because TikTok will pick up all these sort of words that are used in your video in the caption, then you want to go ahead and make sure that this is actually detected by TikTok. So there will be keywords in your captions that are relevant to your niche, and if this is also picked up by TikTok, it's more likely for them to push out your video onto the For You page and onto people that genuinely want to see the content. Another thing that's really important, you may have heard the term of warming up before. If you just start a fresh account and posting it straight away, it's going to be very difficult again for TikTok to find your niche, and therefore this is why you want to give TikTok as much information as possible. So I recommend following a lot of accounts in your niche and engaging with their videos, liking them, saving them, commenting on them, but don't overdo this, as TikTok may detect you as a bot. But do this to a decent amount for around 10 minutes a day maybe, and do this for 2 days before you actually start posting, and this way your TikTok account is going to be ready to go. Now here we're on to the main reason as to why your videos really may not be getting as many views as you think it deserves, and that is the way you format your content. I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. A lot of people that come to me complain about getting only 200 views. The reason their videos aren't doing well is because they are just not good videos. Firstly, quality is one really important factor. If you guys are posting low quality videos in terms of the resolution or very low frame rates, the video isn't going to do well. It's not going to be aesthetically pleasing for people, and they're going to skip off straight away. However, when we get into the really nitty gritty part of how to format your videos properly, we're going to be going over 2 main topics. The The first one is going to be hooks. Now, what is a hook? Well, you can have a hook in two formats. You've got the visual hook and you've got the verbal hook. So a verbal hook I'm going to cover first because I think this is the most important and the one that really gathers people's attention. So the hook is the first sort of 1 to 5 seconds of your video, and this is what's going to stop people from scrolling. Now, why do you want to get people to stop scrolling? Well, obviously you want them to watch your video, but this is also going to increase the watch time of your video. And here is where TikTok is going to push out your video, because, you know, videos with high, I don't know how many times I just said video, but videos with a high amount of watch time are going to get pushed out by TikTok because they want people to use the app. That's the whole reason. Firstly, verbal hooks. If you have audio going on in your video, or you have maybe an AI voice speaking or yourself speaking, then this is where you can implement a verbal hook to gather people's attention. They're going to hear this and they're going to be intrigued, interested, and stay on the video. Now, if you want some verbal hooks, they're all in my Discord, and what you can go ahead and do is copy and paste these. Use any that are relevant to your niche or any that you can adapt to your video, and it works well. Paste it into ElevenLabs, which is a great AI voice generator. Paste it and put it at the start of your video, and this is going to gather a lot of attention. Then we have visual hooks. So visual hooks is what you actually see on the screen. Now, what you can go ahead and do here is use these things called bait clips, which I also have in my Discord. You can go ahead and use that link, and then in there you're going to find loads of bait clips, and you can put these at the start of your videos, and this is going to grab the viewer's attention because they're going to be very intrigued by it. I'll throw a few examples up on screen right now of what I mean. They're just very, you know, strange videos, but they grab the viewer's attention. It's nothing like any of the other videos they're going to see on your For You page, and that way they're going to, you know, be brought into the video, hooked into the video, and the watch time is going to be higher, boosting your views. Now, the next thing is call to actions. Now, this is what's going to boost your engagement. Engagement is also very important on TikTok. So again, watch time is very important. You want to be getting a high proportion of your video watched by the viewer, but also you want to be taking into account engagement. So this is your likes, saves, shares, comments, and you actually want to incentivize people to do this. Now, some niches that I previously mentioned in other videos, they will naturally incentivize people to do it just by the nature of the video. However, you can actually implement your own more artificial ways to get people to engage with the video and therefore go more viral. Now, again, all the call to actions that you're going to want to go ahead and use are actually in my Discord. Like we did with the hooks, the verbal hook, you can go ahead and copy and paste these, or just say them yourself with the microphone, but I know a lot of you will prefer to use an AI voice generator. Copy and paste these and use these throughout the video, and this way it's going to incentivize viewers to either save. It's dependent on each call to action, so some will, you know, get people to save the video, some will get them to share, like, etc. And this way you're going to see a lot more engagement on your videos, and your videos are more likely to go viral. Now, a key call to action that I highly recommend for anyone that's doing educational type of content, so if you're teaching somebody something, it's just ask them to save the video for later, because, you know, you're giving them purpose, you're giving them a reason to save the video, because they're going to want to use that information later down the line, so they're going to save the video. That's just a general example of what a call to action is. Now, the final tip I have is just use viral sounds. This can actually help your video get discovered a lot easier, and even if you don't use the audio, so you can keep the original audio at the regular level and then just turn down the added audio, which is going to be the viral sound, all the way to the bottom. This way you can actually help your, you know, video get pushed out a lot more, and if the sound is trending, then it's more likely for your video to do better. But yeah, guys, that is basically the whole video there. I really hope you did enjoy. If you did, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel with post notifications on. Also, go ahead and join my free Discord community, linked in the description if you haven't already. It's got loads of other, you know, assets just like the ones I provided in this video, but you can also go ahead and apply that for other videos on my channel. If you use all these videos properly, you're going to see a lot of success on TikTok. And also, don't forget, I have my premium Discord. You know, the results, they actually do speak for themselves. So, you know, if you guys really do want to start making a lot of money on TikTok, I cannot recommend this anymore. This has absolutely everything you need. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.